Hi, welcome. We're doing something a little different today. I was drawn to these cards. It's called In Dreams. It says a slightly surreal storytelling game for one or for many. And I've always loved like alternate ending kind of stories, choose your own adventure, and that's always been just fascinating to me. And that's kind of what this is in a way, but it builds through a process. And so I want to play this game with you today and see what happens. We're going to build a story intuitively and see what messages are coming through the story. My husband's building new stairs on our front porch, so you're gonna hear some sounds. It's like right above, I think right above here. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards, then kind of weave together all of the elements to this story, which are gonna give us the messages we might need to hear today. Literally, that didn't start until I pushed record. Up until now, he's been quiet in the front yard somewhere, and now it's like, okay, so let's get going. So thank you for being here and always being willing to come along on this ride that's just trying new things, tapping into intuition and what energies are present with us. Okay, I think I read the instructions once, so we'll see if I can remember them. Okay, so we pull one of these cards. I'll read what it is as we go. So you lay out a few different cards. I'll just shuffle in between each one. So this one is reveal, and then it's going to start building on this. So we have a number 4. So we're supposed to lay out 4 cards. I always forget which way they go. There we go. And then we'll keep going. One more. It's actually going to be 2 more. Okay. And lastly, this one we flip onto the other side. Okay. And then I'm going to pull. Wait. Oh, I forgot a part. Okay. Hold on. So actually, we don't have to do it in this order. Okay. So I'm glad I remembered this. We use these same cards. I don't need these to be part of it. It actually won't matter. That's what I had to pause and be like, do I have to start over or not? Okay, no, I don't. Okay. So I'm going to select. These we're just looking at the numbers. I think they're the same number. You're on both sides. 4, 3. Whoop. 2, 4, 3, 3, and oh, you can't see what I'm doing here. 4, 3. And this is where we need our little booklet. So our character is going to be, here's what we're building. Okay, I am older and am jaded but coming around. It's like half of humanity. I am older and am jaded but coming around. And before this dream ends, I must release, number 43, magic. Okay, let's repeat that. I am older and am jaded but coming around. And before this dream ends, I must release magic. I am older and am jaded but coming around. And before this dream ends, I must release magic. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God, so that's our character. We can put those away now. So it's like all those online things like what's your superhero name? And then it's like, use your first letter of your initial, blah, blah, blah. Well, it uses numbers, and then you have to look in the booklet to build it. So I repeated that a few times, so hopefully I won't forget who we are. So now we're going to put ourselves in a situation. I don't know if this will resonate. Well, we'll see. I resonate with the other stuff. Okay, so we have an event, and then I'm going to pick another card to color this event. Okay. The weather is becoming dangerous. What does it look like? How will you proceed? Mysterious. It's like, what does that mean? How will you proceed? I'm going to proceed mysteriously. Well, we are releasing magic, so. Okay, so I love that. It's almost like, obviously this is all metaphor that we're working with here. But what these cards are that I laid out are secrets revealed, and then alone without help, calm as still water, and yearning. And then we're in a place that's like, oh, it looks like a portal. Interesting. So these are all the elements. It's basically how to, like, it's storytelling. So these are all what this game does. Game is you then piece all this together like we just did. You have all of the elements, all these energies, your character traits, and the event or situation you're in and how you're navigating it, and then you start journaling. You basically write a story about that. So I thought, let's give us all the energies, and then we'll start building around it and see what messages we have. That this reveal, solitude, calm, desire, reveal, solitude, calm, and desire. I love that because it's like we're desiring to release our magic before we die, before this dream ends. I like that phrasing better. And so it's like, what kind of reveal? Well, a solution is revealed. Well, what kind of solitude? Well, we're alone without help, or so we think. And then what kind of calm? Calm is still water. And what kind of desire? Oh, I put it in the wrong. I forgot I have to keep that arrow there. What kind of desire? A desire for peace. Ooh, I love that. Or no, it's yearning. A desire. A yearning desire. Okay, so that's what we have. A yearning desire to release our magic before we die. Before our dream ends. So we have love. Oh, that's what I was feeling. This whole like, but are we alone? Alone without help? No, we're always surrounded by love. So those of you who are feeling into this, like feeling alone without help, and hoping that magic, hopefully releasing your magic. And then we have the beginning. There's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. Oh, I love that. Okay, and then we'll get an oracle message that we'll read at the end. Yeah, I guess I do stuff, but I don't feel like an actual thing yet. What? These are the funniest little oracle messages. I love the artwork. It's called Brain Skull. Rainbow Brain Skull. Yeah, I guess I do stuff, but I don't feel like an actual thing yet. That is such the good, like, descriptive energy of, like, before I awake from this dream, I want to release my magic. It's like, yeah, I do stuff, but I don't feel like it's like the fullest of my potential yet. It's like I want it to be, but it's not quite there yet. Okay, so what are we supposed to learn through this? What are we dealing with? We have the 9 of Cups crossed by the 8 of Cups. Oh, this is exactly the energy. This is that I'm like feeling okay. I do stuff. I've got a certain amount of satisfaction built up. Like I'm pretty comfortable, or nothing's pushing me out of that comfort zone. I may not have everything I want, but it's like, okay, I did pretty good. And then the Eight of Cups is like, no, darn it, I want more. I'm not settling. I'm moving on until I find it. I'm going out there to find it. It's funny, I love this because it built this vibe, this energy. I don't know why I just use finger quotes. I've been doing that way too much lately. Finger quotes. So it's so let's see what else we can learn. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Ooh, the Three of Swords. Yeah. There's this, there is this feeling, this energy of, you feel like, yeah, I do stuff. I've done some stuff. It's amounted to something. It's not everything. It's not the potential that it could be. It's just not. What's holding us back is like there's a surrender being called for. Well, yeah, release. I think release was one of our words. Yeah, release my magic. Well, you also have to release other things. And it looks like some old wound. That's actually what's holding us back. And I think that's why the love card showed up here. There's some old love wound. Now, that's pretty generic. It could be family love, like from childhood. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be anything. And it might be different for you. And that's fine. But in general, this is saying there's some old love wound that we need to release. And so the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups is here to remind us that it might take an element of surrender, because it's like, it's this deep heart's desire to just, like the dam wants to break open from the heart space, all this cup energy. And in order to do that, you might just have to actually surrender, which means give up the illusion of control. That's been a theme lately, I swear. So let's see here. We have secrets revealed. So I wonder if that's what this old love wound was about. Were there secrets? Were things being hidden? And now you feel alone without help, but that's an illusion also, isn't it? And really, calm as still water. That's this Queen of Cups. Like through that surrender, you're going to release all that turmoil and be calm as still water. And like what type of desire? This yearning. It's like she reminds me of that. The Queen of Cups is like this yearning energy, just yearning to be set free. Like that word surrender is huge here, because what you're really doing through this process is then you'll be ready to step into true gratitude and true emotional fulfillment and growth, because you're not settling for less anymore. So whatever love wound, if it truly was somebody holding secrets, or at least in secrets reveal might just be like somebody was holding back. Maybe there was just a withholding energy in the relationship. So whatever that is for you, there's a new beginning. But it takes you surrendering so that you can get to that place of like, I'm not settling for less anymore. I deserve more. And I don't like the deserve word, but we all deserve to be who we are, which is complete love and happiness, to embody that. So anyway, that is your story you just built. So I don't think I need to say anything else, but I will read, if I can find my booklet, number 70. Yeah, I guess I do stuff, but I don't feel like an actual thing yet. These are so quirky. I love them. Okay, number 70. If you felt fully formed, wouldn't the game be over? Oh, yes. Why would we even come here? There'd be nothing to learn. We come in, and then we have to become unwhole so that we can remember remember ourselves. So many people lately have grasped onto like the word remember means to pause, member ourselves, like bring our member back. Like it's so trendy now, and people are like, ah, right, did you get what I did there? It's like, no, that's not your idea, it's everybody's idea. We're remembering ourselves. If you felt fully formed, wouldn't the game be over? Many of the greats struggle with imposter syndrome, while amateurs are brimming with confidence. Take it as a good sign that you don't feel like an actual thing yet. It probably means you are one. Oh, I just got all the chills. Oh my God. That was another thing that was coming through this week. This idea that, like, first of all, there's paradox and duality with everything. So it's like you can hold all the things true at the same time. And opposites reveal each other, all of that. So this fact that it's like, if you don't feel, take it as a good sign that you don't feel like an actual thing yet, that you're like, I'm struggling and I feel, it probably means you are an actual thing. So take it as a good sign if you don't feel whole yet. It's a good sign that just means you are whole. Because it's true. We are never unwhole. It's just our own thinking that makes us feel that way. So whatever healing you're doing from this old love wound, take it as a good sign that you're feeling the wound, because it's part of that stepping into your emotional growth. Like for real. This says, yeah, I have some amount of it. I'm comfy. I could live here. I could stay here. But it's like, no, this is saying there's more coming. There's more to be had. Like you're like the full you, your overflowingness of your heart is still in there waiting to happen. So hope this resonates. Take what does, leave the rest aside for the moment, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.